Yo, yo, yo. Um, yeah. Um, we already know. I ain't gonna give none away, but that movie was trash. I watched it last night on my computer. That shit was trash, man. Everybody got trauma. And Fantastic Four is coming to the MCU. They said in the post-credit scene. We all knew that when that was happening. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's see what he's talking about.
Thunderbolts is MCU's latest and is the 36th film in this franchise. So after finding themselves ensnared in a death trap, an unconventional team of anti-heroes must embark on a dangerous mission that will force them to confront the darkest corners of their pasts. So when it comes to how much I know about most of the characters in this movie, my knowledge is limited. Obviously, we've met some of them before, like Bucky, Winter Soldier, and Yelena. But basically, since Ant-Man, the MCU has been experimenting with characters that I don't know that much about when it comes to the comics. And so I'm just looking at this purely as a movie. I don't know if it changed anything or did anything strange that's going to piss off comic book fans, but as a film, I found this very entertaining and extremely fun. Florence Pugh is a big reason for that. She is immensely likable as Yelena, terrific at selling the action scenes, and even better in scenes that require a lot of emotion from her character, and I think that's actually my favorite part about Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts definitely has a lot of action in it, and it's certainly that ragtag team-up type of movie we've seen many times before, but what's special about it is that they are going up against a villain, which I won't get too much into because I did stay away from spoilers. The villain they're facing is overpowered as hell. He is a very, very strong person, and it seems almost impossible for even characters that are godlike, like Thor, to go up against this guy. So how can we have a bunch of people that, as they say in the movie, punch and shoot, go up against something that is so powerful? Avoiding any major plot points, very early on in the movie we begin to realize that the film is going to explore the backstories of all of these characters fairly well. Some don't get as deep of an exploration as others, but the idea here is exploring mental health and how certain people can become broken in various ways, and the choices those people make and how it can affect their lives as well as the lives of others. A lot of these characters have been faced with a fork in the road at various times in their life, and we're watching a lot of them face that right now. They're known mostly for being mercenaries, quote-unquote bad guys, and now they have to team up to do something good, and they don't really know how that works. And it's through the deep examination of the various hardships these characters have faced in their lives that allows this movie, the 36th in the MCU, to find its unique stride. Because if the MCU has proved anything at this point, it's that they're very good at being popcornable. You can enjoy a film and not really think too hard about it and forget about the world for a while. It doesn't mean they're always good. The past few MCU movies have been extremely disappointing. This one in particular, though, has the fun vibes of what you expect from a movie like this, with not too much humor. The humor does not affect the stakes in integral ways that make you forget that you're watching characters who are dealing with life and death stakes. The balance of drama, humor, and action here is pretty good, but it is through the fact that most of these characters have dealt with considerable trauma in their past that this movie feels like it stands out amongst the massive pack of MCU movies. David Harbour as Alexei Shostakov stands out as a major bright spot in this movie. Without a doubt, he gets all the biggest laughs in the movie, but as I said, it doesn't feel like it is at the expense of the material. You don't feel like you're losing the feeling of drama or stakes whenever he pops a joke because it seems like it's timed fairly well. And the motivation behind his humor is usually rooted in his Papa Bear mentalities as a father. And so it's not like he's just joking because the script wants him to. It does feel like he has a real reason to get in there and try to be fatherly. And his version of fatherly is very big and very loud, and it could have easily become grating, but David Harbour finds the perfect balance there. Something you often don't think about when you're watching a big movie like this is how much time has actually passed during the film. Like, has it been a week? Has it been a couple days? Is it all in one day? Characters have to go from A to Z in regards to their arcs pretty quickly. Thunderbolts doesn't have a huge passage of time. And that's this film's biggest challenge, I think, is you spend a lot of time in one place getting to know these characters. and then you're kind of at another place getting to know them, and then you're in another place and they're doing things. I'm trying to avoid spoilers. The film is asking a lot of us to accept the arcs they go through, but I think it's handled as best as possible. There are a few loose ends in the movie, and I know this is a Marvel film, so when you say loose ends, it's like, well, there'll be 5 other movies to address that, but there are some loose ends regarding one villainous character that I felt required more resolution for this specific movie to be satisfying. But I think fans are going to like this one. This one and Deadpool and Wolverine are the best things the MCU has brought us over the past few years. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Look forward to more videos very soon. If you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.
Hey, that wasn't bad. No spoilers, guys. Right?